And like sure. This is the only guitar we have in the house, so yeah, you know.
It's missing a string.
Yeah, it's missing a string, so everything kind of sounds a little like.
Sometimes things just are that way, though, you know.
Yeah, I guess.
Around here.
But so like it's kind of a like I never got an electric. I always wanted one, so when you're like, and I'm like, you know, like all that, like I always want to like just totally like bust out like, and then you know it sounds like can't really shred that much on a 5-string acoustic guitar.
What happened after Jake took you home?
Well, I went to Paul's room because and I just really needed someone to talk to, but I was upset, and I just ran in and ran up the stairs, and
I was predisposed. I was jerking off.
So I closed the door, and I went outside. I just went to the backyard, and I went and sat down at the peach tree that we used to have.
We had a peach tree that we planted when we were much younger. I came outside and she seemed a little rattled, so.
Yeah, I was really freaked out.
And I should probably say I had no clue what had happened. I didn't know what happened on that. I just thought she was having a bad night. So I tried to calm her down and all that. And I think, we had conversations like this before, but it was never quite as meaningful. I guess it wasn't quite as
concrete.
Yes, I think heavy would be the word I'd use.
Okay.
I felt like a especially heavy conversation we were having.
I picked a peach, started eating it, and I said that we should only eat peaches together, and that no one else could be around when we eat them, and that we would never eat them without each other.
Couldn't eat them alone.
Couldn't eat them alone, and we couldn't eat them in the presence of anyone else.
And I thought, right off, I thought, this is something kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have this little, this one thing, however minor it may be, that just we will do together, and we will do with no one else. It was kind of certain kind
Special.
of almost like
monogamous
vow, yeah.
And how long after that did you have sex?
What was it like?
3 weeks.
3 weeks after? About 3 weeks a month? 3 weeks? Was it a month? 3 weeks?
I think it was 3 weeks.
3 weeks. About 3 weeks after.
Well, because we both really like eating peaches,
Yeah.
So we'd started spending lots more time together because so we would eat peaches.
There's no fruit really quite like them, with the way they have
Peach fuzz?
Yeah, exactly. The way they have, skin and fur and hair, they're feel very organic. They feel very much,
They're nice to touch.
Exactly. They are nicer on the touch than any, vegetation organism.
Plus, you can eat them.
I guess that kind of, you know, there's this one thing that we'd always do together, all the time together, and then I just branched off, I guess, into the more typical thing that two people do together. I got a question for you. Do you think if it wasn't for Peaches and like you know, this whole pledge, do you think I mean, do you think it would have gone anywhere else?
Yeah. Do you?
Yeah, I think so. You know, I wanted to, I guess you could say I kind of valued the idea of a first time more than most other men.
Okay.
It's like I didn't want to just, get some.
You don't want to fuck it up, you know?
Yeah, well, yeah, I didn't.
Okay.
It wasn't like this, like a rite of passage that I had to like get done.
Mhm.
That I had to get done immediately. It was something more like, I wanted to be nice. I wanted it to be
Okay.
a good introduction.
He was always really gentle.
Okay. Who do you think had feelings first, or who first thought sex would be a good idea between the two of you? You or Melanie?
Probably, well, me.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Why do you think that is?
I just don't think she had thought of that idea at first. I think that was definitely coming from, I think, to be perfectly honest about it, I think that she had more options.
Just a nice way to connect with each other.
I guess I read about these people saying that they try to hold this, that they don't know when they lost their virginity because maybe they had maybe they did like anal or oral and
Yeah.
they didn't do like
Yeah.
actual penetration.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel like the same way, although obviously we did.
Yeah.
But I feel like the next sexual partner I have would be something. It would probably feel like losing my virginity
Mhm.
again.
It's like, it's just like how you feel with your best friend, But it's like, we connect
Mm-hmm.
on 3 different levels.
Okay.
Like we have, in one relationship between us, we have 3 different kinds of relationships that lots of people in their lives just have them in
Separate.
different people, yeah.
Okay.
And for us, it's all wrapped up, and that makes it really powerful.
Do you think that you maybe felt safer just because it was your sister, or something like that, or?
Yeah, I think there's something to be said for that.
I guess there's more at stake because of that. And so it's more important to be really respectful of each other.
I feel risky saying this. Did you maybe feel as if it didn't count? If it was your sister?
I mean, yeah. Like, it's
Okay.
funny. It's funny you should say that. Just like this whole, kind of like I've been saying, like this whole rite of passage thing.
Yeah.
And like, it's like I feel like kind of like Western culture. It's like this thing. It's like the virginity. You got to get rid of it. It's got to go, as soon as possible. So yeah, I kind of felt like there was like the asterisk next to it, like
Okay.
deflowered, but
Yeah.
no, not really.